I've pulled together a few websites here from you guys, my Facebook group. These mistakes here stop you from getting clients. They stop clients from contacting you. Your work might be brilliant, but this is stopping you. And what I've done here is I've pulled together some websites from you guys that you shared with me in the Facebook group, and I'm going to explain to you exactly why they're wrong. Now, I've not done all the websites, there's too many of them. I've carefully selected some which show key points as to what's wrong, and I've also selected some who have absolutely nailed it, and that's what your website should be looking like. I'm able to make today's video thanks to our sponsor, Hostinger, but there'll be more on them later. So I've got my selection of websites here. Now, this is not so much looking at the quality of work itself. And what I've also done is I've saved some really banging websites for the end to show you what they should look like. And there is reason to all of this. There's a rationale to all of it. Now, this is the first one we're just going to lay into. So this font is horrific. It took me a while to find these things because you've got blue font on a sky. But more important than that, like we've got, what's this, connect? No, I think it says connect, I can't tell. About. Okay, so we've got a bit of an about section here. I guess these are clients. And we've got like pixelated things here. Here we go, photos. Now I can find it. On a red background. Red, the most attention-grabbing colour there is to put your images against. And the image has got watermarks on, which is never a good sign. But the whole thing looks a bit shambolically put together. The red background, this random logo here, which brings us back to this, which is a low-res pixelated photograph. The whole thing is very quickly put together. This needs a complete overhaul. There's not really anything good going on here. There's an Etsy shop where you can buy your prints, which are hopefully not pixelated. But yes, this doesn't really have anything going for it. This is a textbook example of what not to do. Especially with the colors, we really need nice, easy colors. This is better, so we've got nice white text and a nice dark background. But this falls victim to one of the most common website faults I see. Picture. I'm an art buyer, a creative director. Somebody's been given the job of finding photographer. I've got 50 tabs open. I don't want a picture of an egg, and it's not even a full picture. Where is it? I've got to go to enter. Why am I clicking enter to get into a website that I obviously want to go to? Now, this is all great. This looks brilliant. The work's brilliant. The layout's brilliant. Don't know why there's a gap here, but it's brilliant. This homepage doesn't need to exist. Doesn't need to exist. Delete it and it'll make this website absolutely perfect. As I'm sure you're aware, this is a service I normally charge for, but Hostinger has made it possible for me to make this video for free to put out there to give you all that useful information that will help your photography career. Now, if you're thinking, I need a website like this, I need to build a website, I don't know where to start, that's where Hostinger comes in. If you head over to Hostinger and use the promo code TINHOUSESTUDIO, you'll get 10% off for a limited time only, so head over there now. Hostinger offers a drag and drop website builder, web hosting, and specifically for me, web hosting for WordPress sites. I've already got a WordPress site, I can move it over here. Because I'm already familiar with WordPress, I don't want to learn something new, so I'd head here. If I was completely new to web building, I'd absolutely use a website builder because WordPress is incredibly tricky if, like me, you're not tech savvy. Now, Hostinger offers a whole array of different costs, all very affordable, £2.59 per month, with 3 months for free. Of course, the longer you have it for, the cheaper it is. So you make bigger savings the longer you commit to. And to be honest, if you're going to commit to being a photographer, you want those bigger savings. Like 48 months over 24 months is a much better idea in terms of overall cost. And to claim your free domain, we'll just go through the web builder, go to select, and then we just need to think of what it is we might want to be called. Of course, if you've watched my videos before, you know that you should absolutely use your name for your website. That is the way to go. If your name is taken, as obviously your name is, then we can always add hyphen and photo. That's a great way just to sort of make sure it's in there. Then once we've got it here, so yourname.photo.net, that's ready to go. You can have .com, .co.uk, whatever you may need in there. Pop it all together, and then all you have to do is begin the building of your website. And as you've seen from the way that I think websites should be produced, it's all about showing everybody who you are in a snapshot. Don't overly worry about loading times. Don't overly worry about SEO. It's all about putting it together in a simple way that clients can understand.
And then we have hosting as super simple drag and drop system. So if we want to swap these around, we want the text over here, the image over here. That is as simple as just doing that. All the code is built into the back end. They also have their AI tools. We have Logo Maker, AI Writer for your blog post and your text within it, and an AI heat map. The Logo Maker, super easy to use again. All you have to do is pop in your brand name, a bit of a slogan, and the industry you're in, and it will come up with a nice logo. So we'll go for Tin House Studio. And here are a bunch of logos. You can describe the logo, create your own logo, give it feedback as with any AI tool.
This is a huge pet peeve of mine. Join our mailing list? I don't think so. Why would I join your mailing list? What's in it for me? I get updates on your new blog posts and recent projects. I'm looking for a photographer, not a spam bot. The website itself is okay. I can see what you do. I can see who you are, but that pop-up at the start just kills it for me. This is very dated, the multiple image banner. The work itself is quite dated, but I know there's still a market for it. This shot here is brilliant though. It's a shame that it's hidden away. And then we go onto a grey background with texture in it. So we've got a background which is taking attention away from the actual images. The images are great. This should be your portfolio. This as a grid going all the way across the screen on a white background. The home page makes it look cheap and dated like it was done 10 years ago. But yeah, let's look at your about section. That's great. We've got a nice about section, picture of you. Get one with you with a camera. Always looks good. Being happy at work. We've got a blog in 2020. So if I went here, I wouldn't now contact you because as far as I'm concerned, you went bust during COVID. Because there's nothing else in here to see the word 2020. I could obviously look into more detail to find out for sure. But I'm as stressed and lazy as a client. I've got other stuff to do after this video. I can't be hanging around. This is a waste of time. Absolute waste of time. Who's going to fill in all this information? Oh my God, it keeps going. When they're not even sure if you're in business still. Great that you got your number and stuff. People will phone you. They should phone you. They can phone you. Lose this. If I saw this and I was trying to get a service, at no point am I not in a hurry and fancy filling out a form. So here we've got Ian. Now this is verging onto looking at the issue with work. I don't think we need this bit up here when we've got an about section. We want to get straight into the images and we go into different subcategories. We've got weddings and family portraits. These live together. From here, we're good. Corporate work and product work. Sports photography and portrait work. There's too much going on here. Corporate and product are different websites. Sport is different. Portrait, let's see what the portraits are like. That's wedding and sports combined. And that's not a portfolio. That's just trying to make a portfolio. The sports stuff, it looks like you've gone to one kickboxing club. Again, it's not a portfolio. It's just you went and took some photographs. So that's fine. Products, you photographed your camera, your watch, maybe your girlfriend's jewelry. That's not, yeah. What you've done here is try to do everything. And you've got product in here, you've got sport, like it's all over the shops. You've got all these different genres of work. This is good. Basically, you need to shoot more. You've not been shooting enough. Pick something and do that for a bit. You're currently trying to wrangle 6 different things together. It looks like your weddings are probably your most popular thing, but like, why are you not test shooting? There's no reason to not test shoot. The website's okay. It's just, it's got identity crisis. And this, pricing. And let's go to corporate because I understand the pricing for that. It's a form. So it's not pricing. It's a complete wasted form with your contact details, copy and pasted repeatedly at the bottom. Yeah. More work to be done. Not a bad start. Work looks okay. You just need to shoot more. This person, your website didn't work. Sorry. So here we go. Property, commercial, and lifestyle marketing. Don't know. That is so low res. All I can see is pixels. Uh, I don't even know. What's going on here? It's like a generic photography. There we go. And again, it shouldn't be this hard to find that. Oh, it's a pixel fest. Where's the other pictures? Here they are. Yeah, all your images are too low res. This is very rarely an issue I see. I normally see people have banged up like monster size files, but it's so hard to see the work. One, because it's so pixelated, and two, because it's just like, how do I get back? Like the like menu systems, like, oh, it's up here, is it? There we go. Menu. History. What's this? It's another pixel. This image here, or on each page, these massively pixelated images will be the reason you don't get work. So this here just needs to, the whole thing needs looking at again. We need to get rid of this here. It should go straight into the work. Low res files, definitely a no-no. All these sub menu bits down here, it's too much. What? Copywriting? What's this? It's a JPEG that won't open. Oh, you do copywriting for the interior as well. That makes sense. Okay, but like, yeah, this is like a pure lack of attention to detail. Which brings us through to this. This, in a way, is cool. I like the font. It's very trendy. The problem is we've got this massive flashing thing at the top. We scroll down. It's like, do I need backgrounds? Like, there's all this stuff, but where's your portfolio? There's a behind the scenes bit. What we then have to do is go into each one. So we've got cosmetics, click on this. Within cosmetics, we go to skincare, click on that. And then here we get to the work. Beautiful work, I must add. Good, solid body of work. Get rid of the load more button, make it auto load. The work's brilliant, but we should be landing on a page like this. So this site here, it starts with a counter thing, which I assume you're updating. It's the restaurants in Don't know what Ch is. Don't know. Restaurants in China? I don't know. I don't know what CH is. It doesn't tell me anything. Photo shoots. You've needed 500 photo shoots in 14 years? I expect a bit more than that. And you've delivered... These numbers look suspicious. Anyway, they also shouldn't exist. They tell us nothing. You might have been doing it, like, you've been doing it for as long as I have. It doesn't say whether your work's good or not, apart from it says top quality here. Is that a tick box? Technical knowledge. Don't need to know that. What they want, so where's the work portfolio? Every website is so hard to find your work. And then we've got here video. Not a particularly good video. Phone video? Is it showing behind the scenes? Yeah. Ditch that. That does nothing for you. And then here's the portfolio. This is what we want to see. It's restaurant food. Sort of local restaurant food, I guess. The style itself is a bit dated, but it's still being used, so it's not, out. The black busy background with stuff in it needs to go. Just make it white. It's nice and simple. How do I contact? We've got Instagram feed at the bottom. There's so much going on here. Contact. Am I going to be able to work out where Ch is by doing this? Zoom out. Oh, you're in Europe. And you're surrounded by loads of countries, so having restaurants in CH doesn't really help anyone. So phone is good, email is good. Not sure if you need this GDPR thing if you're going business to business, but check in on that. Yeah. This website is so overcomplicated. This looks like a website I might be buying some sort of stock footage from. So works. Let's go to there. Can we find your work? We can. We've got advertising, commercial. What's the difference between commercial and advertising? Lifestyle, portraits, events, interiors, food, and products. That's what your advertising is. That's nice. I see the work's really good. But the way it's laid out is not. And also, lightwizards.com is not Dungeons and Dragons in the 90s. Like, what's your name? Who are you? This works good, not so keen on some of this, but like generally speaking, the work's good. I can see the viability to it. Contact you. In Singapore. Who are you? Who are you? Like booking someone when you don't know who they are is very difficult, and I've got no idea your name, what you look like. Like we need you on here somewhere. We need to do that. Now this is an example of a website done right. Done really right. And this is great. And I think it's important to show you this because this is what you should be doing. This is what you should have. So Mario, well done. We go onto the website. Let's load it up for us to show you. And instantly we come into an overview page. Not just one thing, but an overview showing a bit of everything. This is what this person's about. They're a sports, they're a fitness photographer. But then we can go into more detail. If we go, yeah, that's the sort of thing we want, we've got individual projects here. So we can go into this project and we can look at this entire series of shots. So we've got the overview, but we've also got the more in-depth work. We then head over to motion, and these are all sort of videos that are embedded in here. Good stuff, nice work. You know, just go through these, got 2 of them there to click on. Could do some more, but you know, that comes with time. About section. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to try and read that, but there you are. And this one here as well, I absolutely love because they've put the images, the moving images into the main bit. So the front page, we come in here and it's brilliant. I can see exactly what this photographer is about. Now it's loading a bit slow because my backup for the day has just started. Currently trying to, you know, throw a terabyte onto a cloud storage. But you can just see, like, I mean, the work's great, which always helps. And it's nothing complicated. White background, good sized thumbnails. Click on them, they load up a bit slowly because of my backup running, but we'll forgive you for me having to back up. So go into projects and we can like go into a bit more detail in each of these again. So let's click on that. I'm hoping what I'll see is the same, the same layout within here as in the main portfolio. So it's got consistency. I like that, the consistency, the continuity. And as you'll see, when you do make something into a GIF to put on a website, it does destroy the quality. But believe me when I say the client doesn't mind. They understand that. They understand what a GIF is. It's going to go a bit funny, especially if you start turning videos into GIFs to make them play. They get that. They're not going to be worried about it. Let's go to your About section. Award-winning portrait photographer and director. It's great. Where's work's been seen. Public speaker. Great stuff. Very well put together website. I don't think there's anything I'd change on here. What's in the shop though? I need to know. Hey, you can buy some prints. It seems a bit off-brand. I love this toucan shop, by the way. That is I love toucans. It's a bit of me, that is. But yeah, the whole thing is just brilliant. I'm not sure whether I'd want the shop on there. If you're not making much money from it, I'd perhaps lose it. But generally speaking, this looks great. I think you've done a great job. Brilliant website. And yeah, now if you want to have your website or your images in the next review, make sure you join our Facebook group because that's where I put the shout out. And next time, I'm going to be ripping apart your favorite photographs. So strap in tight. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.